We have the FCS quarterfinals today. 3 games today. One game was last night with Furman, and I believe it was Montana. And Montana won in overtime to Furman. It was like 45-38, something like that. 35-28, something like that. So Furman is out. Here in the quarterfinals, we have Villanova and South Dakota State just underway. Villanova driving their first drive of the game. Villanova does have the football here, 3rd-13. Let's see what we have here. We'll break down the rest of the day today. A throw to the outside and complete. 4th down. South Dakota State's going to get the ball for the first time coming up. We have 2 more games. Tonight at 10 Eastern, Albany and Idaho on ESPN+. I don't know if I'm going to stream that one or not. Probably not. Oh, it's a low punt. That ball. Oh, man. The punt hits. What was that? Like a 5-yard punt? Wow. Just a bad punt. It hits the bottom of number 35 in the backfield. And South Dakota State is going to have it at the 31-yard line in Villanova territory. Wow. Oh, man. And Davis, the running back for South Dakota State, gets 2. Wow. Anyway, we do have a basketball game at 1:30. Villanova and Purdue in Alabama tonight or today at 1:30. At 2:30, we have our next playoff game or quarterfinal game in the FCS, and then at 3 we have the Army-Navy game. And Davis gets 1 more yard. 3rd down. Again, at 3 o'clock today, we have the Army-Navy game. And then tonight at 8 Eastern, we have the Heisman Trophy ceremony. We'll find out who the Heisman Trophy winner is. And the quarterback run gets the first down. Very close. And they do give South Dakota State the first down. I'm going to fix the scoreboard here in just a moment. Next week, we have bowl season underway next Saturday. That's going to be a lot of fun. I will try to stream most bowl games. There will be some bowl games I can't stream, and that will probably be in between Tuesday of the next week and so through about the following week, through about maybe the Tuesday or Wednesday of after Christmas. I'm gonna try to stream some games in that time frame, but that will be the game. That'll be the time where I won't be streaming there'll be some bowl games I'm going to miss that day or that in that time span. Gronowski, the quarterback run gets absolutely nowhere on the 2nd and 15 play. It's 3rd down coming up for South Dakota State. This is the FCS championship quarterfinal. South Dakota State and Villanova. Here in the first quarter of play, just underway. Again, we have basketball coming up at 1:30, Alabama and Purdue. And then at 2:30, we have the second of 3 quarterfinals today. I know North Dakota State is playing in that one. I don't remember the other team. Gronowski throws it incomplete, 4th down. More than likely, a field goal attempt is coming up for South Dakota State, the number 1 team in the playoffs. And then bowl season's going to start next week. A bowl season, we have a couple weeks away a week away till bowl season, but we have some stuff today to hold us over until next week, including the Army-Navy game and the Heisman Trophy ceremony. We also have some basketball. 42-yard attempt is up and through. 3-0 South Dakota State in the lead. 8:38 to go here in the first quarter of play. Dylan Gabriel. Some breaking news this morning. It was predicted. It was expected, but it was officially announced. Oklahoma transfer QB Dylan Gabriel has officially committed to Oregon. And then on New Year's Day, be ready, Alabama, Michigan, Rose Bowl, 5 Eastern, Texas, Washington, Sugar Bowl, right after the Rose Bowl, New Year's Day. We'll have the playoffs for you. I'm considering not streaming the Alabama game. The Rose Bowl, I didn't stream the SEC championship game for reasons, for specific reasons. I don't know if I'm going to stream the Rose Bowl or not. I haven't decided yet, but I will be streaming the Texas-Washington game for sure. 8:30 New Year's Day. I will also try to stream, and then obviously in between the time I get back, I am traveling. Again, I'm going to be in Alabama through that Tuesday. It's probably going to be like the 18th or the 19th through about the 26th, 27th of December. I will be in Alabama. I'm going to try to stream. I will try to stream some games. Late games, I know I won't be able to stream for sure. There's a lot of late games. But midday games, mid-afternoon games, I will try to stream those. So, I'll go through the bowl schedule this week and confirm and target some games I want to stream, that I'd like to stream. Specifically in that time frame. It honestly just depends for like midday games and stuff. It honestly depends on what we're doing. And the kickoff here, Villanova will return it. And not a good return for Villanova. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Wildcats, who started again tonight. The Heisman Trophy ceremony at 8 Eastern. Marvin Harrison Jr., Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr., your 4 Heisman finalists. Mainly down to, I don't think Marvin's going to win it. I think he's probably going to finish 4th in the voting. And Watkins throws it incomplete. Almost intercepted. 2nd down and 10 for Villanova. Who won it last year? Caleb Williams. And Jackson gets a 1st down for Villanova. Why am I already used to seeing Houston in the Big 12? I think Houston basketball fits well in the Big 12. Watkins on the end around, hands it off. A gain of about 3 there. The receiver fought there for some yards. 2nd down coming up for Villanova. Let me get the scoreboard going for y'all. There you go. Ugh. 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 Duke's number 22. Okay, that's weird. Watkins 3rd and 3. Backs up, throws it incomplete. He was pressured there and had to throw it. There's a flag down. Let's see what's going on here. Again, 3 Eastern, Army and Navy. Stay tuned for that. We'll have, I think this is going to be a continuous stream. And non-sportsmanlike conduct on Villanova. And no chance for a return. It'll be South Dakota State again with great field position. This time in their own territory near the 45-yard line for South Dakota State. UAlbany and Idaho again tonight at 10 Eastern. North Dakota State and South Dakota. 2:30 Eastern, your 2nd FCS quarterfinal. Again tonight at 2:30 or today at 2:30. Again, I'm assuming this is going to be a continuous stream throughout the day. So, oh, and I need the quarter. I forgot to put the quarter. Again, at 1:30, we have Alabama and Purdue. Heisman Trophy ceremony tonight at 8 Eastern. 3 o'clock, Army Navy. Also at 2:30, we have the North Dakota State, South Dakota quarterfinal FCS game. A 26-game winning streak for South Dakota State. 21 2023 all-conference selections. A 27.6 average margin of victory. The winning streak is tied third longest in FCS history. And Davis gets about 4 there on the first play of the drive. We got volleyball. Should we consider streaming this? The quarterfinals, Pitt and Louisville at 4 Eastern. Interesting. Nebraska and Arkansas at 6 Eastern on ESPNU. I think it'd be interesting to stream some volleyball. But nah, I think that's... Well, I might consider it later if win the national championship or Final Four. Stanford, Texas. Future ACC team in Stanford. I think it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. I like watching volleyball. Gronowski avoids the sack, rolls out, and throws it away. Second down and 10 coming up. My prediction for the Heisman Trophy. Here's my thoughts on that. I think Jaden Daniels is going to win it. I believe it should be Michael Penix because he is the only guy undefeated and in college football playoff. I would assume it's going to be Jaden Daniels 1, Bo Nix 2, Michael Penix 3, Marvin Harrison 4. That's what I would assume would be the rankings. But I think you could have an argument for any of those 4 guys. I don't think there's a clear-cut favorite this year. No guy ran away with it. You assume Jaden Daniels. If he would have had a better record, I think you would say that if he's in the playoffs, I think you could say that he is the Heisman Trophy winner. I think it could definitely say that. Gronowski throws it away. 4th down coming up for South Dakota State. With just 4:01 to go here in the first quarter of play between South Dakota State and Villanova here in the FCS quarterfinal. Again, the great Heisman race of 1997. So South Dakota State's going to put this ball away. It'll be a delay of game on South Dakota State. Um, and the punt is away. And that'll be a touchback here for South Dakota State, or for Villanova. They'll start at the 20-yard line. Coming up, Watkins and the Wildcats coming out for their first, or for their next drive, down 3 zilch. College football playoff. Yeah, I'm not going to do any of that right now. I am thinking about doing a bowl season race. So what I am considering is this Monday night? We got 2 Monday night games coming up. We do have 2 Monday nights. Titans, Dolphins, Packers, Giants at 8 Eastern. I might consider streaming that. I'll be right back. I'm back. Villanova punting again. 147 left to go here. And it is a pretty good punt, but it will take a bit of a South Dakota State bounce. It bounced at the 32, go all the way back to the 35-yard line, it looks like. Villanova on a 7-game win streak. South Dakota State, your defending champs, 26-game winning streak. Winner will advance to the FCS semifinals. I think we knew that. I think we knew the winner of that, or the winner of this, is going into the semifinals. I think eventually, and I think maybe 2027. I think we're going to have a playoff. We're going to have another expansion playoff more than likely before 2030. I think we're going to expand the playoffs even more to where we have it in the FCS before 2030. I would not be surprised if that happens. Again, we'll have a 2-year, 12-team playoff next year. Next year, starting with the 12-team playoff next year. I think it might be 27 where we expand it. I think it's 24 teams. And Davis gets pushed back. And it'll be a 3-yard loss. It'll be 3rd and 10 coming up. It was 2nd and 7. Under a minute to go here in this game. Or under a minute to go here in the first quarter between South Dakota State and Villanova. Your 1 versus 8 matchup. But again, I think we're going to see eventually, I don't know exactly when, but we're going to see I think it's 24 teams. And Davis with a big play and a first down coming up for South Dakota State. He goes out of bounds. It was a quick outside throw to the tailback for South Dakota State, and he ran alongside the edge. I don't know exactly where he got because I didn't really show the numbers. But that will be the end of the first quarter of play. South Dakota State leads it after 1, 3-0. We'll head to the second. Here in the second game of the quarterfinals here in the FCS. So what I'm thinking about doing, and I'm not gonna set it up right this second, but I'm gonna add a ticker. Or I might not have a ticker. And I may just do like a bowl season race. I'll have like several graphics of each conference and their bowl race, and then we'll have a leader. We'll continue to update the leader after each set of bowl games. I'm going to figure this out because I want to do a bowl season race. I'll have the conference. I will start next year or next week, of course. I don't think I'm going to do it today. I'll probably do it next week at some point. But I'm going to figure out each conference and how many bowl teams that they have. The Independence Bowl, that won't count. We're not going to count the Independence Bowl, but because it's an FCS bowl. And I can count that, but every other bowl game. You know what? Let me figure this out. I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so let's go over the bowl season race. So let's go over the bowl season. I mean, I'm just chilling. Okay, so let's go over the schedule. Right, let's go over the schedule. Saturday next week, December 16th at 11 Eastern, we have Georgia Southern and Ohio in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. At 2:15, we have Jacksonville State and Louisiana in the New Orleans Bowl. In the Cure Bowl, we have Miami of Ohio and Appalachian State. At 3:30, at 5:45, we have New Mexico State and Fresno State. At 7:30, we have UCLA and Boise State. The New Mexico State Fresno State Bowl is the New Mexico Bowl. In the LA Bowl, we have UCLA and Boise State at 7:30. And then at 9:15, we have Cal and Texas Tech. And the Independence Bowl, the FCS Bowl, the Independence Bowl will count. The FCS Bowl is the Celebration Bowl. We won't count the Celebration Bowl. Oh, good grief. And then Western Kentucky and Old Dominion. A second and sixth play for South Dakota State, a game of 2. Third and 4 coming up for South Dakota State. On Monday, December 18th, we have the Toastery Bowl at 2:30 Eastern. Between Western Kentucky and Old Dominion. I will be streaming that game unless I'm traveling. On Tuesday, December 19th, we have the Frisco Bowl between UTSA and Marshall. I will also be streaming that game unless and the third down play is a complete fourth down. Again, a defensive battle here early on in this quarterfinal game between South Dakota State and Villanova. And we'll also be streaming the semifinals. I believe that's next week. We'll also be streaming the semifinals next week, I believe. So, and then for the Frisco Bowl, UTSA and Marshall at 9 Eastern on Tuesday, December 19th. I will be streaming that game unless I am in Alabama. I don't know exactly what day I'm traveling in. South Dakota State goes for a 4th and goal, or a 4th and 4, and gets it. And they are in the red zone, I believe, for the first time today. The South Dakota State Jackrabbits finally have something going. What a throw. What a risk. At the 15-yard line, inside the 15, it's the Jackrabbits. On Thursday, December 21st, I will be in Alabama at this point at 8 Eastern. It depends. More than likely, I won't be able to stream that game. It depends, though. South Florida and Syracuse. On the 22nd, I will try to stream this game. It is Georgia Tech and UCF at 6:30 Eastern. The Gasparilla Bowl, Georgia Tech and UCF at 6:30 Eastern on ESPN. That's the Friday, December 22nd. I will try to stream that game. On Saturday, so there was an illegal formation on that play, and so South Dakota State's going to have to punt the ball away. Wow. The illegal formation on the 4th down play and South Dakota State is had to put it away. And Villanova has the ball once again. I will try to stream most of these games. Troy and Duke. Again, starting at noon Eastern. December 23rd, Troy and Duke in the Birmingham Bowl, and Arkansas State and Northern Illinois in the Camellia Bowl at noon on the 23rd. At 3:30, we have James Madison and Air Force in the Armed Forces Bowl, and Georgia State and Utah State in the Potato Bowl. And then at 7 Eastern, we have South Alabama and Eastern Michigan in the Ventures Bowl, and Utah and Northwestern at 7:30 in the Las Vegas Bowl. At 10:30 Eastern, I won't stream this game. South Dakota State or Coastal Carolina and San Jose State in the Hawaii Bowl. At 10:30, I will not stream that game. Tuesday, December 26th, I will try to stream. There's 3 games here. December 26th, I will try to stream 2 of these 3 games. At 2 Eastern, we have Bowling Green in Minnesota in the Quick Lane Bowl. Texas State and Rice in the First Responders Bowl at 5:30. And then at 9 Eastern, Kansas and UNLV in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. And the first down run for Villanova, Barley, the ball carrier, gets 1. On the 27th, I don't know when we're coming back. And once we get more clarity on when we do come back from Alabama, I will try to announce the official schedule or streaming schedule. I'll probably have the schedule at some point during next week. The Military Bowl at 2 Eastern. I don't know about Wednesday yet. We might be traveling on Wednesday. More than likely, we might be traveling on Wednesday. I would assume we'll travel on Wednesday. But again, on the 27th at 2 Eastern, Virginia Tech and Tulane in the Military Bowl, and the Mayo Bowl, North Carolina and West Virginia. In the Holiday Bowl, Louisville and USC at 8 Eastern. And at 9 Eastern, Texas A&M and Oklahoma State in the Texas Bowl. That is all. That's the 27th on Wednesday. On Thursday, December 28th, SMU and Boston College. Again, I don't know the schedule. I don't have clarity on the rest of these games. But on the 28th, SMU and Boston College at 11 Eastern, at 11 Eastern a.m. In the Fenway Bowl. In the Pinstripe Bowl, Rutgers and Miami at 2:15. 5:45 in the Pop-Tarts Bowl, my favorite bowl. I'm definitely streaming this game. The bracket. Let's look at this. So Montana beats Furman 35-28 in overtime last night. South Dakota and North Dakota State winner of that game will play Montana next week. And then the winner of this game will play the winner of the Idaho-Albany game tonight at 10 Eastern. Thursday, December 28th, again, SMU Boston College in the Fenway Bowl, Miami and Rutgers in the Pinstripe Bowl, and NC State and Kansas State in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. at 5:45. And then in the Alamo Bowl, we have Arizona and Oklahoma at 9:15 on Thursday. On Friday, noon Eastern, Clemson, Kentucky in the Gator Bowl. In the Sun Bowl at 2 Eastern, Oregon State and Notre Dame. At 3:30, we have Memphis and Iowa State in the Liberty Bowl, and our first New Year's Six game, Ohio State and Missouri, and the Cotton Bowl at 8 Eastern. I will be streaming that game, no matter what. December 30th, our second New Year's Six game, Ole Miss and Penn State in the Peach Bowl at noon Eastern. At 2 p.m. in the Music City Bowl, Auburn, Maryland, 2 p.m. And it looks like another punt here. And it will take a Villanova roll inside the 10-yard line. Will start for South Dakota State with just 11:39 to go here in the second quarter of play. At 2 Eastern, Auburn, Maryland, in the Music City Bowl. At 4 Eastern, we have our third New Year's Six bowl game. And Georgia and Florida State, definitely something we are keeping an eye on with Florida State and the potential of a opt-out. For sure, something we'll keep an eye on that Georgia, Florida State at 4 Eastern. And then Toledo and Wyoming in the Arizona Bowl at 4:30. And then that is New Year's Eve. New Year's Day. Or no, Saturday, that is not New Year's Eve. Sunday is New Year's Eve. New Year's Day. Noon Eastern. ReliaQuest Bowl, LSU, Wisconsin. At 1 Eastern, the fourth New Year's Six game, Liberty, Oregon, 1 Eastern. And then the Citrus Bowl, Iowa and Tennessee at 1 Eastern. And then we have the playoff. To close out the bowl season, Alabama, Michigan at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then to finish off bowl season, we have Texas and Washington at 8:45. That will be the start, or winner of those two games will play on January 8th, the college football playoff national championship game. That will not be part of our bowl season race. That's its own thing. I mean, I'll definitely be alive for that. It's 7:30 on January 8th. And it's another fourth down and defensive game. Oh man. Oh man. And Villanova's defense comes up big here. South Dakota State when they lost 4th and 12 coming up. Who is that? Wolfsburg? Wolkenberg? What in the world? Okay. I've never heard of them. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Watkins to go deep. Oh, incomplete. Second down and 10. North Dakota State, South Dakota at 2:30. We're about 30 minutes away from tip-off between Alabama and Purdue. So, and my plans for bowl season, I'm going to have a graphic for each conference. They'll have and a third down coming up for Villanova. I'll explain it in a minute. Atlanta. Well, we will. We'll do our own thing, and we'll also keep track of the official one as well. Watkins will take himself. Looks like he's gonna have the first down and does out of bounds for Villanova. 9:04 to go here in the second quarter of play. South Dakota State leads at 3-0 in a early defensive battle. The wind is definitely a part of it, I would say. Three first downs each so far. That's all we have. Watkins, low snap. Looks to go deep, rolls out. It's going to take himself. He's going to get about 7. Second down and manageable coming up for Villanova. And a walk-in touchdown here for Villanova. Jackson with the walk-in touchdown. And the Wildcats are on top. The 8 fans that are there for the Wildcats are loud. Oh, man. And the extra point. No. Good. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Wow. A lot on the line, but man. Oh, no. Oh, man, that's sad. Okay. Is this something about? Oh, the championship is tonight. We might be streaming that, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't there something at 7? We might be streaming that. I like that idea. Pacers, Lakers tonight, 8:30. I did not realize the championship game is today. It is December 9th. Okay, we have new plans. The Pacers and Lakers tonight. NBA in-season tournament championship. The Pacers and the Lakers. I'm going to assume the ball is out. Does Villanova have it? South Dakota State does have it. South Dakota State in very bad field position. Oh, he missed it. Oh, man. You don't. Oh, man. Hmm. Third and 6 coming up for South Dakota State. Gronowski goes deep and complete in the hands of the receiver. Fourth down. We're about 20 minutes or so away, a little bit over that, away from the Purdue Alabama game coming on. So let's go over the schedule. I want to start streaming again. I really haven't been streaming a whole lot, much. Um, Recently, I'll try to stream. I'm considering streaming NFL tomorrow. Um, with some good games, especially tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, or in the Sunday night game, Cowboys and Eagles on NBC. 1 Eastern games. We have Falcons, Bucks, Colts, Bengals, Jags, Browns, Texans, Jets, Rams, Ravens, Lions, Bears, and Panthers. Saints on at 1 Eastern. The 4 o'clock games: Vikings, Raiders, Seahawks, Niners, Bills, and the Chiefs. Tomorrow, and then Broncos and Chargers as well. Those are your 4 o'clock games, and then we have the Sunday night game at 8:20 Eastern on NBC tomorrow at Eagles and Cowboys, and then we'll have the Monday night games, Packers and Giants. I think that's what I'm going to be streaming on Monday. Let's look at the basketball schedule coming up. Monday, nothing. Okay, so Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, I'm busy. Thursday, there's nothing. Friday, there is something at 10 Eastern. Villanova with almost another touchdown. 3-4 coming up for the Wildcats. We do have something on Friday, 10 Eastern. The Thursday night game, I think, for NFL is Chargers and Raiders at 8:15. So not a whole lot during the week. I might look at some delay of game on the offense. Um, there's nothing really in the top 25. Let's look at non top 25. Watkins gets sacked, 4th down. Yeah, next week is kind of like meh in basketball. I'm looking. There's just nothing there. Anything Thursday before the Sunday night game? I mean, there's just nothing. The best game we have is. And the punt is blocked! South Dakota State's going to score a touchdown to take the lead! South Dakota State! Scoop and score on a punt block! And the Jackrabbits are back on top! the delay of game, the sack, the punt block, the momentum in the Jackrabbits uh, way right now for sure. 10-6 your score after the punt, scoop, and score. Punt block, scoop, and score. The Jackrabbits are on top. 10-6 your score. What a momentum swinger right there. Villanova looked like they were about to score. Oh man, that's bad. That's bad. That's not good. Yeah, just looking at the basketball schedule, there is just nothing. The next big game, or the only big game we have this week, uh, is UConn and Gonzaga. Have Friday at 10 Eastern, ESPN 2. Oh, good grief. That's the best game we got. Oh, good grief. Why is that even a thing? Okay. What about women's? Nothing, y'all. Nothing. So Monday we have football. Tuesday we have nothing. Wednesday we have nothing. Thursday we have nothing. Or Thursday we have football. Friday we have maybe basketball. And then Saturday we have bowl games. That's all. Oh my goodness. It's a weak schedule. That is a weak schedule. During the half, we'll have some Bama Purdue basketball. At 4:23, more than likely, that's when we're about 15 minutes away from that getting tipped off. But man, that is a weak schedule, bro. That you calling them Saga, bro? Oh my gosh. And I mean, that's just. Watkins gets their first down, first play of the drive. I'm like, why? Why? Oh, good grief. That's a bad schedule. That's a bad schedule. I'm sorry. Like, it might be a good thing that there's not so many games coming up. Let's look at the volleyball schedule. I don't know when the schedule there is, on the schedule. That's great. That is great, y'all. That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good job. Um, cool. And the second and sixth play is incomplete. 3:09 to go here in the first quarter or in the second quarter of play. We're about ready to hit halftime here. Alabama and Purdue getting ready to tip off in about 12 minutes from now. I'll be live for that. And at 2:30, we have the kickoff of the North Dakota and South Dakota game, or North Dakota State, South Dakota game. South Dakota, the number 3 team in the country, the number 3 seed in the tournament, and North Dakota State unseeded. So, some interesting and a bad snap. Watkins throws it caught wide open at the 45-yard or at the 35-yard line. I'm shocked. And then at 3 Eastern, we have the Army-Navy game. The second down and 10 carry gets about 4 there, third down. Tonight, we have the Heisman Trophy ceremony at 8 Eastern, and I think we also have the NBA championship game. The NBA in-season tournament championship game coming up. Pacers and Lakers. Watkins. And a great defensive play in the open field tackle. It's fourth down. Coming up here for Villanova. 4th and 3. 1:40 to go. So Villanova's going to kick it here. 47-yard attempt. Again, this is a very windy day here in South Dakota State. And to make it a 1-point game, it's good. Mercurio with the field goal. 10-9 your score. And Villanova has had a touchdown, this extra point, and a field goal. That's their scoring, not 3 field goals. And then South Dakota State had a touchdown and a field goal. So that's your scoring output so far. Who do you guys think is going to win the college football playoff? I think I think Alabama's going to win. Alabama is very dominant, and they've grown. The adversity this team has faced is just incredible. I think Alabama's going to win. I think they're going to beat Michigan. I think it's going to be a very, very low scoring affair. I think maybe Michigan, it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like a 13-10 game going into halftime. Either way, you could go either way there. I think it'll end up the same way Alabama, the same way it ended up in Alabama, Georgia. I think it's going to be a 30-24, 30-23, 33-27, that type of deal. I think Alabama wins, though. And Gronowski with a big run here and gets to the 40-yard line with a minute to go. Let's see if South Dakota State definitely wants to try to do something here. Gronowski drops back. Try to take it itself. And gets sacked on the play. 45 seconds to go. You may want to just now you may not want to do anything. 2nd and 12. Let's see if South Dakota State is going to do anything else. If they don't, we'll get set up here for the Alabama-Purdue game coming up. And Davis gets to the 40, inside the 40, 20 seconds to go. I think that will be that. That will be the end of the first half. South Dakota State leads 10-9 at halftime. So I'm going to get set here for the for the Alabama-Purdue game coming up. Yeah, so let's get going here with the Purdue game coming up. And Syracuse is going to get their 7th win of the season with a win over Georgetown. About a buck 43 to go in the game. 74-61 your score. As this game wraps up, we'll get going here with the Alabama Purdue game. A big way for the tie to get going here. That game is getting ready to get underway. We have a couple of big games going on. Penn is hanging around with Kentucky. Down 10, 67-57. Illinois currently in the lead, 44-42 over Tennessee. I need Tennessee to win that game. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Purdue, Bama getting ready to tip off here in just a minute. Your starting lineups for the Tide: Mark Sears, Aaron Estrada, Rylan Griffin, Grant Nelson, and Muhammad Wag. For Purdue, Fletcher Lawyer, Braden Smith, Lance Jones, Trey Hoffman Keene, and Zach Edey. Alabama wins the tip. Griffin with it. Gets it back to Nelson. Estrada with it. And the shot off the window is good. Alabama leads it 2-0. Edey gets rejected. Estrada for three. Got it. Alabama with an early 5-0 lead here. And out of bounds off of Bama. Purdue with it again. Purdue turns it over. Alabama with it. Nelson for 3. Got it! Alabama with an early 8-0 lead over Purdue to start this game. And Purdue with a 3. Good. 8-3. Your score. 2 minutes in. Sears with it. Sears gets inside to Weg. Or Edie called for the foul. Purdue got upset. Mohamed Weg. Free throw good. 9-3 your score. And the second free throw for Wade coming up. It is good. 10-3 your score. And a pass inside. Edie missed the bucket. And I believe Alabama just got called for a foul. Yeah, so Alabama was called for the foul. A non-shooting foul. So Edie with it. And Purdue now coming to now at the free throw line. Alabama got called for their second free or foul of the game. Fletcher Lawyer now on the line for Purdue. First one is good. And both free throws are good for Lawyer. 10-5 your score. Nelson with it for Bama. Nelson getting double teamed. Gets it inside to Weg. Nelson for 3. Ho-ho! Grant Nelson again for 3. Alabama 3 for 3 today from the 3-point line. I don't think they missed a shot yet. 13-5 your score. Purdue with it. 3 ball for Purdue. Oh, good. And 1. Both of these teams are coming out to shoot tonight or today. Alabama 3 for 3 from the 3. Purdue 2 for 2 from the 3. So far, both of these teams combined 3 or 5 for 5 from the 3-point line, and Lance Jones coming out now at the line to make this a to make it a 4-point play for the Boilermakers. And it's good. 13-9 your score. Alabama had an 8-0 early lead. Purdue has cut it to 4 now. And Bama turns it over. Purdue almost loses it and does there. And over the back call, and Alabama will have the ball back. Purdue does have the possession arrow. Since Alabama had an 8-0 lead, Purdue has outscored Alabama 9-4 or 9-5. So 9-5 run for Purdue. Wade gets it to Sears for 3! 16-9! And Alabama 4 for 3. 4 minutes in, 16-9 your score. And Bama playing good defense here. And a foul on Alabama. With 15:46 to go here in the first half of play, Alabama leads it early, 16-9 over the number 4 team in the country. I believe we're probably getting close to the start of the third quarter between Villanova and Jacksonville or San Diego or South Dakota State, and we are. South Dakota State just threw an interception. Or a fumble. I don't know. South Dakota State just turned it over. I'll be right back. 4th and 3. I don't know what just happened there, but I think Butler just got a 5-point play. Or 5 points and very, very quick. And the punt. Short punt. It'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Let's get back to Bama and Purdue. $19-9. Alabama had hit another 32. Wow. I mean, Edey inside. And one for Zach Edey. Alabama called for their 5th foul already. Something to definitely keep an eye on for the Tide, even though that they're shooting at a very high level to start this game. Fouls are going to be it. And Edey gets it in. 19-12, your score. Sears with it. Who is that? Oh, is that like Red Cell or something like that? And Sears turns it over for Bama. Purdue thought about it, gets it inside to Edey once again. Edey throws it up, no good. And out of bounds off of Purdue. Alabama with it. Alabama 6 for 7. Three again for Bama, in and out. First 3-point miss. Griffin with it. Estrada coming in to set a pick. Gets it inside. And the presence of Edey messed up that. Estrada for 3. No. There is a review going on right now. I want to see if there's a multi-view for this game. Doesn't look like it. There is. Okay, hold on. I don't think there's a multi-view. No, there's not. Okay. Let's go back to Villanova and South Dakota State. 4th and 2 for South Dakota State, and it looks like and Gronowski with a quick snap under center. Looks like they got it. 1st and 10, Jackrabbits. 8:50 to go here in the third quarter. Gronowski rolls out of the pocket, takes a downfield shot. Incomplete. A possible pass interference was missed on the play. Let's see if Waxter was holding him. I think it's close. Army Navy at 3 Eastern, and then FCS playoffs between Montana and South Dakota and North Dakota State coming up in about 30 minutes from now. And Villanova has a hurt player, so let's go back to Bama and Purdue. (19-12), Bama or Purdue with the ball. 6 fouls for Bama, 1 foul for Purdue. And a pass, loses the control of the ball. Nate Oates getting onto the refs about something. Edie setting a pick on Griffin. And Edie inside. Pass and good. 19-14. Estrada with it. Griffin now with it at half court. Griffin. Wade. Good. That's the 3 ball. 22-14. Tied on top. Here and just about 8 minutes into the game. 6 for 9 from 3 for Alabama. Just 2 for 2 for 3 for Purdue. Those threes are really helping out the tie. Purdue for 3. No. And it looks like it's a foul on Wade. Another foul called on the Tide with just about 12 minutes or just under 12 minutes to go here in the game. It is 22-14, your score. Let's go back to the FCS quarterfinal between Villanova and South Dakota State. This one at the commercial break. Boston the Bruins scored 2 and quick. Let's go! It's huge. Looks like we're doing pretty good. We're doing solid right this minute. That's a dub. That one just got underway. And a big play here for South Dakota State. First and 10. I need North Dakota State to pull off the upset. Oh no. I did not know that. Oh no. I need North Dakota State to pull off the upset. I need Army to win. I need North Dakota State to win. So far, it's looking pretty good. Bruins are winning. Tennessee's winning. Alabama's winning. I don't even need Alabama to win. I just need them to cover, which was +6. Now I might bet Alabama winning. Okay. -9.5. Do I try to get some coins here? Do I try to get 819 coins? Let's do that. Ooh, East Carolina might upset South Carolina. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's do this. Come on. Go through, go through, go through, go through, go through. Oh, upset. Purdue with it. 22-18 now your score. Oh, come on. Nelson for 3. No, off the front of the rim. Sears rebounds. Estrada has it. And a corner 3 for Bama. Good. 25-18. Ooh. Holy cow, why did I do that? Nelson with it. Possession arrow still with Purdue. Sears drives it inside, kicks it back out. Bama. Griffin has it at the top of the key, drives it inside. Foul. Purdue with their 13th foul of the half. Alabama, I believe, is heading to the line for 2. Both free throws good for the Tide. 27-18 your score. with just over 10 minutes left to go here in the first half of play. Purdue with it. And great defense right now for Alabama. And a turnover. Estrada with it. Sears for three. Ho-ho! Alabama on top 30-18. Sears with a three. This game is on fire. And Purdue takes a timeout. Holy cow. The Tide are rolling in Toronto. Ow. They win this game, they are probably going to be back in the top 25. And they are rolling. 8-0 scoring run right now for the Tide. Oh, let me see.
See, I told y'all stop thinking you flipping, man. The whole time, bro. What you doing, cuz? Now I'm finna go to my uncle's house, dude. Finna go party. What's up? Okay. I ain't want none though. I had to take my phone. Yeah, hit my phone. I bet it's on.
I don't think Ryan Williams is flipping. That's huge. This is Ryan Williams, 5-star wide receiver. He's not flipping. Who's that?
Heisman is awarded to the student athlete who is the best player This is, in many ways, the most valuable player in college football. Without this player.
We buy and book online at discounttire.com, so we have more time to try and gift exchange this holiday. We buy and book online at discounttire.com, so we have more time to try and gift exchange this holiday. Wow. This one is from Kyle. This has to be a full name. You'd be surprised at what the prices are. 30% short hours retail. You buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Purdue with a comeback here. 31-29 to tie. No. Right self gets it. Sears. Right cell. Alabama for three. No. And right cell rebounds it. Gets a three. Got it. Good. 34-29 Bama. Purdue in the double bonus and Alabama in the bonus. Purdue has 6 fouls. 5 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Purdue for 2 from mid-range. Good. 34-31. Right cell with it. Sears has it now for 3. No. Purdue has it. 4:30 to go here in the first half of play. And that's a foul on Alabama. Purdue will go to the line for 2. First one was no good. Second one was good, and Purdue on a 14-4 scoring run. 34-32. Let's go back to the FCS championship tournament. South Dakota State. North South Dakota State and Villanova. South Dakota State leads at 17 to 7 or 12 with the football. Here in the fourth quarter of play, the second of two or the second of three quarterfinal games today are getting ready to kick off between North Dakota State and South Dakota. Alabama leads it 34 32, and South Dakota State is going to add on to their lead with a big run touchdown. Jackrabbits 24-12 pending the extra point. Again, the second game getting ready to kick off between North Dakota State and South Dakota tonight, or here in a few minutes. (23-12), 20. Okay, so we're going for two here. Gronowski fakes play action. Gonna try to get himself, does not. 23-12 your score. I will be right back. I don't think so. I'll check though. So 40-36 your score. Foul on Purdue. Their ninth of the half. We're about just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Getting ready to kick off North Dakota State and South Dakota. Unranked or number three seed South Dakota will take on unranked or unseeded North Dakota State. Winner will be in the semifinal. I believe they will be playing Montana. Stevenson at the line here for Alabama. First one is no good, and Purdue has the ball. 40-36 to your score. Alabama looking to get their 7th win of the season. Alabama or Purdue looking for their 9th win of the season. And Edey tries to put it in, does not. But Purdue with the offensive rebound. Edey. And one. Alabama wanted to travel, but Purdue will head to the line for an and one to make it a 1-point game. All right, let's go to the kickoff of the second game. What channel is it on? Rylan Griffin, 3-ball no good. Right side with a 3, good. 43-39 Alabama. ABC. Purdue with the bucket, 43-41. Right cell. Driving it in. Kicks it back out. Right cell for 3 in the corner. Got it! 46-41 Alabama. 1:18 to go here in the first half. And the bucket for Purdue, good, 46-43. Griffin for 3, no. And Edey gets it in, 46-45. Alabama on top. Sears for 3, got it! 49-45 Alabama. Continuing to hit threes and continuing to lead this ball game. 15 seconds to go here in this first half of play, and what a first half it's been. Five seconds to go, 49-45 here in the first half of play. Well, foul trouble for Alabama. Nick Pringle and Mohamed Wade with 3. Grant Nelson and Jared Stevenson with 2. 4.7 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Alabama takes a timeout. And North Dakota State on the first play of the game, a 14-yard loss. Starting off for North Dakota State. And a downfield shot caught at the 50. And a downfield shot for North Dakota State. And Alabama and Purdue, they are at the break. 49-47 your score. I'll start for North Dakota State. Again, North Dakota State unseeded. They went 9-3 in the regular season, 10-3 so far on the season. South Dakota 10-2. And it's 2nd and 12 here for North Dakota State. Miller throws it. Caught! Across the 30 into the red zone goes North Dakota State. Miller hands it off. And a good play here gets to about the 10-yard line. 2nd down. North Dakota State on a big start here. First and goal for North Dakota State. Miller is going to try to keep it. Doesn't get anywhere. Third and goal coming up for North Dakota State. Miller. Touchdown! North Dakota State. Cam Miller gets in. Extra point is good. 7-0. North Dakota State. Okay. Army Navy also getting ready to kick off here in about 15 minutes. From now. Ah, crap. Do I have LSU on my team? On my thing? I don't. Okay, good. Duke's chilling. So far, Duke is chilling. Hey, did you see that Dylan Davis going to? Yeah. Oregon? No, that's South Dakota. North Dakota State, South Dakota State, North Dakota, South Dakota. They all play each other every year. But they have their own little conference. But it's looking good so far. Duke and Davidson are showing. Boston's showing. Right now, Alabama's doing really well. All right, let's go back to South Dakota State and Villanova. Alabama and Purdue. 23-12, South Dakota State. Looks like South Dakota State is going to win this game. 23-12 your score. We do have the multi-view of Auburn or Army, Navy, and South Dakota, North Dakota. FCS championships of the remaining teams. North Dakota State with 9. Their last was in 2021. Montana with 2. Their last was in 2001. South Dakota State in 2022. Last year. And Villanova in 2009 won their championships. So. Davis gets it for the first down. And it looks like Villanova won't be getting their second championship. Army clinches the Commander-in-Chief trophy with win today over Navy. Davis gets about 4 there on the first down carry. Under 4 minutes to go, or 4:08 to go. Why is the clock stopped? Timeout. Villanova takes their second timeout. 2nd and 6. 4:08 to go here in the game. It does look like South Dakota State's going to carry their way back to the semifinals. Huh? I had to spit. Winner of the North Dakota State South Dakota game will play Montana next weekend. And the winner of this game will, or more than likely, it looks like South Dakota State will play the winner of Albany and Idaho. And a first down on the play gets across the 35-yard line at the 31. And the clock is starting to tick. 1st and 10, South Dakota State. Under 4 minutes to go. We'll be flipping through the 3 games between Alabama and Purdue. Or, well, we don't really need to flip through the games. We'll just watch the multi-view. We'll be flipping through the multi-view in Alabama and Purdue. Or I might just watch on my phone. I'm going to go ahead and put my phone on the charger. And Davis gets 1. Oh, yeah. That's true. South Dakota State last loss September 3rd, 2022 to Iowa. Oh, what a hit. What that was. They almost beat Iowa. Dang. 26 straight wins. 41.8 game or 41.8 points a game in the FCS playoffs since last year. That's going to drop a little bit after this game. Davis with it. Gets near the first down marker. Alabama Purdue getting ready to start their second half. I would think South Dakota State's going to win the FCS. I think they're going to win the FCS. Again, tonight, 8 Eastern, we have the Heisman Trophy ceremony, and then we also have the championship game between the Lakers and the Pacers in the NBA in-season tournament championship game. Bruins lead the Coyotes 4-2. That's huge. After 2. And we're about under 2 minutes to go here in the game between South Dakota State and Villanova. 1:45 to go. Davis gets to the 10. Near the 5-yard line, first to go, South Dakota State. And South Dakota State is headed to the semifinals. 23-12, your score, your final today. And that will do it for the first game of the FCS quarterfinals. The second game has already started with a North Dakota State 7-0 early advantage over South Dakota with a great first drive after a few mistakes. So good. South Dakota State will play the winner of Albany and Idaho. Well, that's not what I wanted. But so let's head back to the Tide and Purdue, Alabama and Purdue here in the second half of play. Alabama at halftime was leading 49-47, and Alabama to start the half with a 4-0 lead, make that a 6-0 lead, 55-47. Alabama pushes the lead back to 9. Here in the second half of play. Oh, you know what I should have done? I just should have replaced that with I should have replaced the South Dakota State game with Army Navy. Oops. Oh well. Alabama 55-47. An 8-point lead. The second half started like it was in the first half. An 8-0, well, a 6-0 run. It was an 8-0 run for Alabama to start the game. Let's head back to North Dakota State and South Dakota. South Dakota kicked a field goal. Army Navy getting ready to kick off here. I forgot I muted myself. I feel stupid. Oh man, I feel stupid. Okay. Okay. And a big play here for North Dakota State. Touchdown! Bison! To the house! Cole Payton with a 43-yard touchdown run! Let's go back to Bama and Purdue. Alabama leads at 58-49. And South Dakota will have the ball with just 1 minute and 52 seconds. Army Navy getting ready to start here in just momentarily. Let's go over Alabama's schedule in the next 3 days. It is ridiculous. Or in the next 11 days. It's ridiculous. And a gain of about 2 on the short pass for South Dakota. But let's go over in their next game next week. This is their next game, right? Next week. This is their next 3 games. Well, the next 2 games after this game, Creighton. Next week. And then Wednesday, December 20th. They play the current number 1 ranked team, Arizona Wildcats, that following Wednesday. I am not joking. And that pass is incomplete. 4th and 5. North Dakota State's going to get the ball back. Let's go back to the Bama-Purdue game. Man, if Alabama wins these next 3 games, you're looking at a top 15 seed I mean, 3 current top 10 teams Alabama is going to play. If Alabama goes Estrada for 3, no. If Alabama goes 2-1, you're looking at a really good seed. And I mean, get to at least 2 of these wins on your resume. You're looking pretty good right early on. As we head towards SEC play, I mean, Sears misses the 3, but a 1 win is good for Bama out of these next 3. And Edie gets the 2. Alabama can cause some trouble. In the top 10, Alabama can. But that's a way to boost. That is a big way to boost your non-conference resume. Is play 3 top 10 teams in a row, and Alabama with a layup 60-53. And this is also a really good battle test for the Tide as well. I mean, as he head towards SEC play, a big dunk from Edie, 60-55. Nelson for 3, no. And Edie with the rebound, no. Sears gets it. The pass was deflected, and Purdue's going to have a wide open layup, 60-57. Alabama also takes their timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Purdue has 1. Nope, that's not what I want. All right, Army, Navy getting ready to kick off here. And Navy will start it. Xavier Arline for Navy. Arline hands it off. Got about 4 there.
Now they go back. With Heiden like in the backfield. And he's going to throw it on a back option. Going deep and overshot everybody. Incomplete.
And a halfback. Heinrich threw it deep on a trick play. But all these uniforms, I mean, the uniforms, the all gold, it's a solid uniform right there. And our line gets nowhere. What if Army wins? Who wins? Wait a second. What if they win? What? Hold on a minute.
Set to take over on offense for the first time as our lineups presented by Papa John's. We switch to the other side and we switch to Bryson Daly. Gary talked about that Abernathy, Texas. Big numbers on both the ground and in the air, at least for Army in the air, the numbers he's put up this year. And now we'll see what kind of formation we're going to have from them on the first snap, but it's going to be shotgun. But Jacoby Buchanan in the backfield as well. Picking up about 2 for Daly. And the rest of the White Knights offense joining Bryson. Tyson Riley, kind of a wild card guy. Really is. Yes, very valuable football players. Only had 3 carries all year playing tight end, by the way. Most of the time in shotgun. But in the last game had 12 for over 100 yards as fullback. Kanye Udo in the backfield with Daly as they shift. And then Riley on the other side. Strong to the right on 2nd down and 8. That's where they'll try to run. They go there. Maybe close to a first down, not quite. As Paris made the tackle. Against Air Force and Army's big win in the air. And the reason they have a chance for the Commander-in-Chief trophy, they went shotgun all game and ran the ball very effectively against Air Force. That was a turnover game. 6 turnovers, which helped their cause. They got a 3rd down and a yard to go here on their opening drive. Up 38% on the 3rd down conversions this year. Search a fullback from behind. Just a little hesitation by the quarterback, and then Daly goes ahead easily for 2 or 3 and a first down for Army. I do not mean this, obviously, if you watch Bryson Daly play, you could be impressed the way he competes, the way he plays quarterback. But a more apt might be fullback. Yeah, he plays quarterback because he is the main ball carrier in short yardage situations. You can see the thighs on this guy. He's not exactly built like a quarterback. He is going to get hit, I'd say, 30 times in this game. First down, number 39. Initial first down of the ball game. And Ramos right there, number 44. Yeah, who made first contact? Kanye Udo reset the defense for the midshipman of the Navy. Jacob Knudsen. Torn bicep, had surgery. And one of their captains, maybe he'll be back for Army, Navy, maybe not. He's back, and he's one of their leaders. And he's not in the game yet. And they were looking to try to get. There was only games.
2nd and 7 coming up for Navy.
He tore his bicep. He's got a good play in front of him. Right. All year, Justin Reed has been in front of him. He's in the game right now. Reed. On that last tackle, the penalty marker down. Cold start. Number 65. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down. Scott, the right guard, with a false start. And Andreas, the outside coach, looking
And a flag on Army.
Offense, either direction.
Well, in fact, in one of their games where they beat UTSA, they almost played a perfect game and they gave no penalties in that football game.
Had the ball about 40-some minutes.
You never think they could go right. They would do that with false starts.
No. Second down.
North Dakota State 21-3.
Over the outside, caught, and out of bounds is Casey Reynolds, and he got a lot of that back.
Well, how about that? Last year's game, we didn't get our first completed pass until the fourth quarter. 10-minute mark.
3rd and 17 for South Dakota. What in the world?
Didn't get the first down and barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Judson Reed.
We have breaking news just coming out right now. Shohei Ohtani has signed a deal with the Dodgers for a 10-year, $700 million contract. Wow, this is breaking news. Shohei Ohtani is a Los Angeles Dodger. With a $700 million contract, 10 years.
Bringing Gene's territory from New York. Gene, we looked at the last play without maybe a holding call.
Yeah, I think you're right, Brad. It happens rather quick. But as you look at it, you can see that there's some restriction right before the quarterback releases the ball. Right about now, you see a little hook and a grab down the balls in the air. I think that'll get you a defensive holding on a pass play, guys. Yeah, I agree. At first, I thought it was overthrown, but it slowed down the receiver. He could not get back up.
North Dakota State's 2nd and 2 for the Bison. Navy with it 1st and 10. Let's go back to Bama and Alabama and Purdue. Purdue leads it, oh my goodness, 70-63. Stevenson hits the free throw 70-64. Oh, what a pass! Purdue just hit that three. And Alabama has the two with an and one. Oh, but what? Navy currently on a drive. Arline gets it to intercepted. Gets to 30. And Army will have it at the 35-yard line after the interception. As long as they cover, I don't really care. North Dakota State will have it 1st and goal here. As long as I win the bet. 1st and goal, Bison on top. 21-3. They can really make this. I mean, you can really. I mean, you may. Oh man, South Dakota really has to hope that they. North 2nd and goal coming up for the Bison. South Dakota needs a stop here desperately. Touchdown, Bison. Stoffel with the touchdown reception. I mean, what a let's make sure they get the extra point. It is 28-3 your score. The extra point was good. 73-66 Alabama on top, or Purdue on top. Purdue 3, no. Sears for 3, got it. Sears with it. And a bad pass tipped off the hands. And that's a turnover. Purdue has the ball now. That ball was intended for Pringle. Pringle with the block there, and it goes out of bounds. Purdue retains possession. Three ball for Purdue or for Bama, staying alive in this game. I think that from the look of it, they're probably going to. I think that's going to be a 2. They're going to change that. I think they're going to change that. They're going to look at it over the break, 75-72 at the moment. Out of bounds, Purdue ball. Okay, so that is going to be a 3. Okay, wow. The angle that they had, it looked like his foot was on the line, but there is some space. And Bama has it. Three ball, Sear, Shatai, no. An offensive rebound. Right side for 3, no. That's a foul on Edie. Oh, yeah, for sure. You can't have that. You can't do that. So it was a hook and hold on Zach Edey. Alabama has the ball after the missed free throw. Or after the free throws. Okay. Sears for three. And the lead got it! Sears with the lead! JG3! Let's go, baby! Edey inside. They have the lead back, 77-76. We'll get back to football here in a minute. Sears with it. Three, no good. Edey with the rebound. Come on, Bama. We'll get back to football here in a moment. Don't worry. My dog's scratching. I think she wants an appearance. Hi, baby. What's up? Want to make an appearance? Oh, yeah. She wants to make an appearance. So, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. She's wet. She's just outside. Hi, everybody. She's cute. Isn't she? She's really cute. Oh, you're so cute. You are so cute. You know that? You know that. Okay. What do you know? She stinks. 79-76. Purdue with a and one opportunity. Edey with a big dunk as well. It's it sucks. North Dakota State has the ball 28-23. 1:55 to go. Miller. And that's a face mask, and North Dakota State is going to get a 15 yards here. It's still 28-3. That looks weird. His mic looks weird. Come on, Arizona. I want Arizona to win because I want All right, so third scoreless first quarter meeting, or third scoreless first quarter in the past 4 meetings. We are into the second quarter in the Army Navy game. And Army is about to score. Miller gets it to the outside, and they'll go down. Oh, it's probably gonna be 31-3, more than likely. Great. You're cute. You know what? You're cute. All right, second and goal for Army. Outside pass, touchdown! Army. We'll go back to Alabama and Purdue in just a moment. Extra point. Good. 7-0 your score in the Army-Navy game. 2023 Army-Navy game. $80-79 at Purdue. What'd you just eat? Come on, what'd you just eat? Free throw good. Carmen, you're making me nervous. I don't know what you're trying to do. You stink. Come on, hey, let's go. $82-79, Alabama with it. Sears for three. No. Purdue rebound. Braden Smith gets the bucket. 84-79. Sears drives in. 84-81. 2:20 to go. Three ball for Purdue. 87-81. Alabama with an and one opportunity here. 87-83. Wade makes it a 3-point game, 87-84. Wade has fouled out of the game. First free throw, no good for Purdue. The second, good. Is it +6 or +6.5? +6.
The Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Cheeseburger is back for good. If you're wondering why, let us clarify. Garlic butter, cheese, garlic butter, bacon, garlic butter. Need we say more? Sonic Garlic Butter Bacon Cheeseburger. 'Tis the season when money is tight, but you can get up to $10,000 using your car title. I got $2,800 in my car title. Title back. Skip the holiday bustle. Get money in as little as 40 minutes. Visit TitleMax.com today to get started, and you'll say, I got my title back with TitleMax. Bring in the season by entering our holiday giveaways. All you got to do is text enter to 90123. It's a title back with TitleMax. Attention! If you or a loved one were diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to significant financial compensation. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. Asbestos can be found at many different job sites, such as factories, steel mills, refineries, power plants, shipyards, and more. If you worked in any of these industries and were diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the Victims Justice Group now. You may be entitled to significant cash compensation. A mesothelioma diagnosis can be devastating, and the financial and emotional toll can be just as unbearable as the physical pain. Many of these industries knew the risks and did little or nothing to protect employees. Fight back. If you or someone you love worked in any of these industries listed on your screen and was later diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the Victims Justice Group now. You and your family could receive compensation from over $30 billion in funds put aside for victims and their families. If you or a loved one were exposed to asbestos and were later diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the number on your screen right now. The Sonic Hickory Barbecue Cheeseburger is the perfect, quick, and delicious fix for when you're craving a melty cheeseburger and bold and tangy barbecue sauce. And also anyone other than you can get Sonic Hickory Barbecue Cheeseburger.
Get the heads up days before on the Fox Carolina First Alert Weather app. All about helping you make plans. Fox Carolina First Alert Weather.
'Tis the season when money is tight. TitleMax gives you options to get the cash you need. I got $2,800 in my car title. TitleMax. No title, no problem. TitleMax also offers personal loans.
I got $1,000 with a personal loan from TitleMax.com.
Skip the holiday bustle. Get money in as little as 30 minutes. Visit TitleMax.com today to get started, and you'll say, I got my title back with TitleMax. It's a title back with TitleMax. Attention! If you or a loved one were diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to significant financial compensation. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. Asbestos can be found at many different job sites, such as factories, steel mills, refineries, power plants, shipyards, and more. If you worked in any of these industries and were diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the Victims Justice Group now. You may be entitled to significant cash compensation. A mesothelioma diagnosis can be devastating, and the financial and emotional toll can be just as unbearable as the physical pain. Many of these industries knew the risks and did little or nothing to protect employees. Fight back. If you or someone you love worked in any of these industries listed on your screen and was later diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the Victims Justice Group now. You and your family could receive compensation from over $30 billion in funds put aside for victims and their families. If you or a loved one were exposed to asbestos and were later diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the number on your screen right now. You're not seeing double. Get 2 thick hearty steak biscuits for $5 only at Bojangles. It's Bojangles. Festival of Trees, benefiting Bon Secours St. Francis with over 70 beautiful FCS teams. Keep that special tradition not being missed. While you're there, visit the Fox Carolina Christmas trees. Make plans with your family to experience Festival of Trees.
And Fox Carolina, we've been with you local all morning. Breaking news in Fox Carolina Festival running from 4:30 a.m. until noon.
Philadelphia Union, now they're back. How are they different or better? This is very much the same process.
All right, so
They control the game.
I'm gonna actually go ahead and end the stream. I want to have a little bit of a break. I want to just chill for a little bit. I'll be live for 8 o'clock. For the Heisman Trophy presentation, as well as the NBA championship game and season tournament championship game. I don't know if I'm going to stream that or not yet. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all at Eastern. Peace out.